My mic was muted. I forgot. Okay, sorry. I gotta redo that again. So today we're going to do a stream where I talk about some photos I took when I was in Japan. Is my mic okay now? Can you guys hear it? Question mark. Is it still muted? Hello? Yes? No? Stream settings. Okay, I assume that means okay, it's fine now. Yeah, I had it muted. Now it's good. So anyway, today we're gonna do a stream where I talk about photos I took. So I did a stream a while ago, and it was basically a drawing stream, but it kind of devolved into just me showing pictures of when I was in Japan. And I was talking about them for like maybe 3 hours or so. The stream, if you guys want to look for it, was called like Subpar Sunday or something like that. Basically, it was a day when like Ina was supposed to stream one of her figure drawing streams, and then she canceled it, and then Ame also canceled her stream. So I was like, I started streaming, and then someone asked something about iCots, and then I started showing pictures of my iCots cards, and then I just started talking about my Japan trip. Did I get a rat there? I did see a rat when I was in Japan. Anyway, so today's stream, I originally wasn't going to have this stream, because originally Pomu was going to have a stream at like 6 p.m. and I wanted to watch it, but she had to cancel it because she had work to do. So I'm like, well, maybe I could stream something. So this trip, actually, this is going to be 3 trips. One of them was in 2016, and then the other 2 trips were the years after, so 2017 and 2019. 2018, sorry. I have streamer brain. So yeah, I went 3 years in a row. This first trip was with my friends who lived in California, and to Japan every year. And then this one year I was like, well, maybe I should go. And these were all around Christmas time, so now I have drop frames. Hello? Is this good? Better? Are we good? It says excellent connection now. Are we good? Is it better? What was the last thing you heard me say? I think I was just like talking to myself for like... Or not. Oh no. What? YouTube, are we good? Are we okay, YouTube? You lost about 30 seconds. Dang. Alright, well, I was talking about Christmas. Can you guys hear this? If you can hear this, say hello, Wolfie. I'm just gonna wait. The delay might be kind of bad, too. Hello? Okay, we're good. Hopefully. Hopefully we're good for a while. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, these trips were all in 2016, 2017, and 2018, all around Christmas time, and like a lot of things were closed. So, because Japan closes a lot of things around New Year's time, and so that's when we were there. And then the first flight that I took here, this was a domestic flight to, I forget, it was like Minneapolis or Minnesota or something, and then after that I had to transfer to a international flight, and that was an unpleasant experience. This one was at like 5 a.m. Apparently this airport didn't open. It wasn't open at 5 a.m. Like, since it was my first time taking an international flight, I was reading stuff online that was like, you should show up at the airport like 3 hours in advance. And my flight was like at like 8 a.m. So I showed up at 5, and the airport was not open. So I just had to like stand outside. But thankfully there were some people like in there waiting for, I guess they were in there before the airport closed. and they're just waiting there, and someone let me in, and everyone was just sleeping, like on the floor. And then, so this is a photo from that. Let's go to the next photo. I probably won't get through all the photos in this stream, because there's a lot of photos. It's like, I spent 3 hours last time talking about it. So this is the airplane food. This was on Delta Airlines, and the food was not that good, but I mean, it was provided, I guess. The flight was also like from New York to Japan. It's like 14 hours long. I was not able to sleep at all on the flight. I'm pretty bad at sleeping on flights. Even if it's like 14 hours, I just like usually don't. Anyway, this was the food. It wasn't that great. This was when I arrived in Japan. So, okay, so this is I met with my friend Maluda. This is her mascot right here. I think this is her hand. Yeah, I mean it was okay food. So this was the arrivals at Haneda Airport. And actually on the plane, I forget. I might have watched some movie, but it was a blur. Yeah, they gave the food to us. There was chocolate, I guess. So this was the arrivals. We took the metro. It's 2016. I should probably put like a text thing that says what year this was. 2016. Here, I'll put this. Oh god, that's huge. Oh no. Okay, this... There you go. Just put it in the corner right here. There's a fly in my room, it's like kind of annoying. Anyway. Next slide. Okay, this one, the first meal I had in Japan was Saizeriya. Oh yeah, I should mention, my parents gave me like a bunch of bread to eat on the plane. I don't know why. They just wanted to give me something to eat. I didn't actually eat it because it's just bread by itself. And it's kind of... I don't know. Anyway, I had bread. I had some like saltine crackers that I didn't actually eat. But this was Saizeriya. And people who don't know, Saizeriya is like a pretty common family restaurant in Japan. And so the first thing I ordered there was like this popcorn shrimp thing. And I told the story about this on my last time I did this stream. But do you see this dipping sauce right here? You would think it's you know, the sauce goes all the way down to to the bottom. But actually it doesn't. I'll draw it for you here. Oops. Oh god. So it actually like goes like this. The sauce is like this. You would expect that it was like this, right? But no. The sauce is like really shallow. And it was disappointing. It's like a I don't know. I mean, it was good sauce. It's just like they just cheaped out on it. But anyway, I still get it every year. Every year I go, I still get it because I think it's kind of funny. It's like a tradition at this point. And and so you see these stickers, or they're not stickers, they're magnets. I bring every year I've been to Japan, I would print out, or there's like a service where you can order stickers like of your own custom designs. And I made this magnet and this sticker, and I would just bring them around with me everywhere I went, and just like take pictures with them. So I'm actually pretty bad at reading chat during this, actually. Yeah, it was kind of a scam. The shrimp was good though. What beverage did I enjoy in Japan? I don't know. I mostly just drank water. I did like some of the green tea was good. Anyway, this was my friend's place. My friend Maluda lived in Japan, so this was her place. She had a bunch of plushes and stuff. This probably is not that interesting. And then this was the Airbnb that we stayed at. So I was with my friends. There was like a group of 5 or 6 of us. They were all from Northern California. I was the only one from East Coast. And so the 6 of us stayed at this Airbnb. And It was pretty nice. It was in Ikebukuro, if anyone knows where that is. It's a pretty nice place. There's a lot of like game centers around there. And then this was the bed that I stayed on. I remember there's like a heating system up there somewhere. And one thing that I wasn't used to is that you had to like separate your trash in Japan. So over here you kind of just throw everything like in the same trash can. But over there you kind of have to like, you put your plastics and your paper, and like when you take your bottles, you have to like take off the plastic, like the caps, and put them in a separate container. And I was not used to that. But anyway, this is the next one. Okay, this one is I just took this picture because I thought it was interesting. This was a pachinko parlor, the outside of a pachinko place, and they just have all this like anime stuff. But I've never actually been inside a pachinko parlor, but you see a lot of them over there. And I think I told this story on like one of my Mario streams also, but there was a so gambling is technically kind of illegal in Japan, but the way they get around this, like pachinko is basically kind of like gambling, but the way they get around it is that you don't win money at pachinko. You win like tokens or like something that's supposed to represent money, and you don't exchange it for money inside. And so what you do is like, you go to a pachinko place, you win a bunch of tokens, and then you go next door, you bring your tokens next door to a place that happens to buy these tokens. You know, it just happens to be there next door. They happen to buy these tokens for real money. So that's how they get around legality issues. So my friend who went to Japan, not on this trip, but he didn't know about that. So he's like, oh cool, I won these cool like gold tokens, I'm gonna take them home. And then when he went outside and he started walking away, like some guy came up to him and was like, no, you have to go next door, you have to trade this for money. Like they don't want you taking the tokens with you. So I guess tourists who don't know, I guess they will tell you. And this was food at there's this place called Hanbei, and it's kind of like old Showa era style. It's got like old vintage TVs and stuff like that, and they have a lot of like, you order stuff, and it's pretty cheap. It's like extremely, it's like kind of like shoot, what's it called? Izakaya style food. These are like 100 something yen each, which is about $1. It's pretty cheap. It was really good. And there's like this lettuce, and also the thing about Hanbei is that if you're a girl, they give you free ice cream, like one free order of ice cream thing. So my friend who was there, she got her free ice cream. I've been here a few times after that. So this was the view from the window of the Ikebukuro Airbnb. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not a good picture, but anyway. Next one. Oh, this one, I think this was when we went to Yokohama. So I have one of my friends who's like really an advocate for Yokohama. He really loves going there. It's kind of like it's about an hour train ride away from where we were. And actually, you guys might know him. He's Spirit Snare, he did the logo for Takanashi Kiara's, a lot of her songs, and he also did the logo for Gura's Reflect song. He has done a bunch of Hololive stuff, so he's a Yokohama respecter. I've known him for a long time. But yeah, this was 2016, so this is way before VTubers really were a thing. So anyway, we went to Yokohama. He wanted to show us this ramen place, but it was closed. I guess apparently they were like filming something today on this day, so they were closed. And we were like, oh man, we came all the way here. We took like a 1-hour train ride here, and then just to find out that it was closed. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, Yokohama Respecter has logged on. Yo, Yokohama had a lot of cool museums. I'm gonna show you like the Ramen Museum. There's like a cup noodle museum that was pretty cool. This was just a random store I saw. There was like a Gochu Uso stuff. I just took a picture because I thought it was interesting. But there's like collab stuff like this all over the place. So it's probably not actually that interesting. Okay, this was at McDonald's. I think this is my friend's hand, but you would go to like McDonald's in Japan and just, they have a lot of different types of food that you don't find in the US. So for example, these dipping sauces were actually pretty good. Instead of like the usual like sweet and sour and barbecue sauce, they had like some sort of fruits curry thing. Let me see if they had like this is creamy cheese sauce and fruits curry sauce. And it was actually really good. And I think that the nuggets themselves were also pretty different. Apparently they use like the old recipe or something that they used to have in the US. I don't eat at McDonald's enough to really know, but it was pretty good. Would recommend. I don't remember if these are good. The dipping sauces were really good though. I think I liked the cheese one, but the curry one was also really good. Oh, it's funny enough, they have the cup is advertising Tokyo 2020, which just happened. But this was like 4 years before that. Okay, so this one, we took a boat ride across the Yokohama, I forget what it's called, Yokohama, whatever water is at Yokohama. And it's a pretty nice, chill ride. There are a bunch of kids on this boat making loud sounds, but pleasant experience. It's a nice way to go around. You can see a lot of stuff in the background, like this is the Yokohama Ferris wheel, which I think is pretty famous, or at least I think it is. I don't know. I recognize it every time I watch like a anime or movie or something that has this Ferris wheel in it. I'm like, I know this place. I've been there. This was okay. So this was right after Christmas. I think this was like the day after Christmas, and so we missed a lot of the Christmas decorations. This was like they were taking it down. Yeah, this is the Yokohama Akarenga, which is a big red brick building. It's pretty well known, but they were taking down a lot of stuff, so we didn't get to see it, which kind of sucks. I think all the times I've been to Japan, actually, the 2 times I've been to Yokohama, this place, the first time a bunch of stuff was closed, but second time I went around New Year's, and I actually saw more stuff. This is a closer view of the Ferris wheel. I just happened to take the photo at 13:37 o'clock. This is more photos. I guess you can see like some reindeer I'm trying to take pictures of. This is Obama. Can you believe that? Obama was in Japan at the same time as I was. There he is. And this was yeah, I don't know, they had Obama. I didn't get his autograph. I don't think he was taking autographs at the time. Do I speak Japanese? I speak a little bit, but I think if you go to Tokyo, there's a lot of signs in English and a lot of places that have English menus and things like that, so I wouldn't worry too much, but I also, like, a lot of my friends knew Japanese, so I was kind of dependent on them. Obama is Japanese? I don't know, maybe. Well, isn't there, like, an Obama, like, city in Japan? Anyway, this was a place in Yokohama. It's like a curry place. It was really good. Real good. Is there sub or can you ask for dub? What? There's no subtitles. It's all dubbed. Everything in Japan is dubbed. Sometimes they can speak English though. This place also had something called like Roast Beef Galaxy, a restaurant or something like that. But it's good. This was like a Hawaiian themed place. This place was Yokohama World Porters, by the way. And they just had a lot of Hawaiian themed stuff. This was actually around when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out. And if you know that game, it's like very Hawaii based. And so in the game they had like malasadas, which this is the malasadas. They had them there. And we're like, whoa, we know what that is from Pokemon. Yeah, a lot of people in Japan actually don't know English. Which, I mean, like, I know a lot of people who, like, live in Japan, but the people that they speak with, even though they took English courses in school, they're not really very good at it. Okay, so this was the Cup Noodle Museum, also in Yokohama. They had a lot of different exhibits. Here's this like big cup noodle thing with the cup noodle mascot. Actually, didn't even know cup noodle had a mascot, but it's this bird. I think it's like Hiyoko or Piyoko or something. And here's all the different kinds of ramen they had. So apparently, like, these are the different types of ramen they had, the Cup Noodle Corporation over the years. And they just had a wall of, like, every single thing they had. Bunch of different, curry ramen. Okay, this was a picture of me taking a picture of someone taking a picture of someone taking a picture. I did this a lot when I was in Japan with my friends. He was taking a selfie, and then my friend was taking a picture of him, and my friend was taking a picture of him, and then I took a picture of him. You might see a few of these. What flavor is my favorite? I don't think I actually have a favorite cup noodle flavor. Like, a lot of the ones in the US are just like the basic, like, chicken, and then there's like a beef one. Apparently beef ramen is not really a thing in Japan. Like, for me, I thought that was kind of weird because, like, the common flavors here are just beef or chicken. And, like, I was talking like, oh, there's like beef ramen in the US, and my friends in Japan were like, what? I've never seen beef ramen. And actually, now that I think about it, it is true. Like, all the ramen I've seen in Japan is like either chicken or pork or I don't know. Was someone taking a picture of me? I don't think so. Not that I know of. Anyway, here's a big ramen thing. Okay, and this was the part of the Cup Ramen Museum where you could design your own cup noodle. They would give you like a cup noodle thing, and you get to draw on it. So they give you markers, and you kind of have to like reserve this in advance. Or like when you go to the Cup Noodle Museum, they you buy a ticket, and then you get to like make your own custom cup noodle. So this is the manufacturing line, I guess. Yeah, actually, it is really full. Like, looking at this many people in one space, like today, I'd be scared. But this was pre-COVID, so it was fine. So they were putting the cup ramen noodles, and then people were packaging them. And then if you see over here, this is where you choose your topping. So you kind of like customize your own cup noodles. They had like different toppings. You could put like curry and bunch of different like green onions and stuff. I don't think I took a picture of the actual like ingredients, but I chose a few of them, and I didn't actually eat them. So this is the cup noodle. Once you get it, there's like an air pump thing where you like put it in this machine, and then you start like pumping it full of air, and you get to wear it around like a handbag or something. You see these like strings on the top and over here. It's very noticeable. If you see people wearing it, you're like, I know, they've been to the Cup Noodle Museum. And so this was mine. It was good. I gave this to my friend. I didn't actually eat it. This is someone lifting the big cup noodle. Do I still have the cup? No. I gave it to my friend and she ate it. And also, like, I didn't want to take it on the plane because the air pressure, like, of this thing would probably explode. But anyway. Here's a nice view of the Yokohama harbor, I think. Yeah, I don't think this thing was very heavy. But anyway, this was the Yokohama Ferris wheel at night. It's really pretty. 17:04 o'clock. There were a few rides here. I didn't actually go on any of them. Spirit Snare, yes, Spirit Snare is here. The Yokohama Respecter has logged on. He's here. Yeah, he was here on this trip. This was a cat gacha that I rolled. I forget which one I got. I think I got this one. I got the white one. It's still in my room, I think, but it's just lying around. I kind of don't buy gacha anymore. This one was a random shop in Yokohama, and there's the frog. This was back when Dat Boy was a meme. You know that meme with the frog riding the unicycle, like here comes that boy. I just took this picture because it reminded me of Dat Boy. Here comes that. This is boned meat. Got meat in a bone, and you can put the bone inside the meat. It is ancient meme, yeah. This was, I think, Village Vanguard was the store. You don't know the Dad Boy meme? It was only like 4 years ago, or 5, or maybe 6 ago. This was okay. So there's a lot of vending machines in Japan. This one was the water. I just thought it was interesting because it was the water. Okay, so this was the there was a Yokohama, I forget which, the Sky Garden. Yeah, that's what it was. This is it's on the 69th floor, which is nice. The view up there is actually very good. Very pretty view. I just took this picture because it was nice. We didn't go there until later, but this is the Pokemon Center. As I mentioned earlier, this was when Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, so a lot of the staff members would say Alola. That was the greeting they had in the game. When you buy stuff, they will greet you with Alola. And this is Pikachu. Look, it's Pikachu. And at the time, I think the most popular mascot was the Rowlet, the owl Pokemon. And it was actually sold out everywhere. Like, we went to maybe like 5 different Pokemon Center stores to try to buy Rowlets. And they were all sold out except at one place, which we finally got. But this was an ongoing adventure to find a Rowlet. And this was a Ditto. I like this Pokemon in the back. It's like the default Pokemon from Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah, Rowlet was extremely sold out. I like this sleeping Ditto. Just picture of surprise Pikachu. Just thought it was kind of funny. It's like, whoa, look at me, it's Pikachu. Okay, so this was the view on the 69th floor. It's like really nice. It was at like maybe like 8 p.m. or like 7 p.m. or something. It's winter, so it got dark pretty fast. And you could see all of a lot of Tokyo. It's very pretty. Okay, so after that, we went to this place where you make your own okonomiyaki. You kind of like, they give you this like tiny bowl, and you kind of like mix all this stuff, and you put it onto this grill. And I always thought it was kind of weird. Like, this bowl is like really small. It's like hard to mix. So I was worried that like you mix it and the stuff just falls over the place. But mine was not very good. I think this was cheese. Oh, you could see my cup noodle plastic thing up here. Yeah, this was still in Yokohama. So this was mine compared to, like, look at these good ones. They look so good, and then you look at mine and it's like garbage. It still tasted good though. I mean, you can see like I kind of burnt some things on the table. But I liked it. Here is the finished version with all the toppings on top of it. It doesn't look that bad, right? You put stuff on top of it. Have I eaten oyakodon? I don't think I actually had it in Japan, but I've had it in the US. And then afterwards, you made a pancake on it. It's pretty good. Pancake on the same place where you made okonomiyaki. Okay, this was the pizza man from 7-Eleven. So we would get this like maybe every day. We would wake up, just go down to 7-Eleven. Our Airbnb was like right, pretty close to 7-Eleven. Or actually, like, there's 7-Elevens everywhere, so anything would be close. Yeah, Spirits Near recommended that place. It was really good. So this is Pisamon. There's a bunch of different, like, Nikumon and stuff like that. This was, I just took this picture of a coin purse that I bought. Basically in Japan, like, you get a lot of coins, and so a lot of the currency is, like, the smaller coins are pretty large value. Like, you have, like, 100 yen and 500 yen coins. Like, in the US, I'm just used to carrying around cash, but, like, you kind of need a coin purse or something in Japan, so this was full of coins by the time I was done. This was in, this was Akihabara. They have all these, like, gacha stations. This was, like, in the station itself. I think it was near the Electric Town exit/entrance. Did I go to any arcade? Yes, I went to many arcades. Mostly to play iCuts. Okay, this one was also in Akihabara. This was in a curry place, Karewa Nomimono, which I know Spirit Snare is going to be like, yes, I love that place. So since wow, sorry. I need to drink water, hold on. Love that water. Since this was in Akihabara, they had a lot of, like, anime stuff, and they had these 2 Hanayo things. And then I had these Hanayo stickers that I drew, and so my friend, like, gave it to them, and then they put it up. They put it up on the water dispenser. I drew this. It's me, it's there. Next time I went there, though, it wasn't there anymore, so they probably took it down. But I think probably because, like, if you look at the other stuff, it's, like, official merch, fan art. So they probably just, like, oh, they probably just accept it because, to be nice, but I don't know if they were allowed to put up, fan art. Anyway, so this was at the arcade this was the Taito Hei arcade, which is very well known for iCuts stuff. But this was Prepara. It was a Prepara section. Actually, the first time I went up here, I didn't know that there was an iCuts guest book, so I just signed the Prepara one. But the next trip and the one after that, I wrote a lot of stuff in that book. So this was the Prepara guest book. I drew Lala. It's there. If you ever go there, you can check the book, and you can find my fan art in it. Okay, this was also in Akiba. This was when Girlish Number was airing, and they had all these promotional things at some store. If you guys remember this show. I barely remember it, but at the time I watched it. And then I drew this character. I forget her name, but she existed, and I drew her. They have all these, like, things where you can write notes and, like, draw stuff. And this is the thumbnail that I used for this post, or this video. This is, like, this is, like, the main street of Akiba. And, just nice view. This was the Ichigo that I was covering in the thumbnail. And then in Akiba, there's, like, a bunch of, like, different, random stores where they have, like, all these, like, junk. Not junk, but, like, assorted random things, and then you kind of, like, sift through them to find, like, maybe they have the one thing that you want. And then, like, I was looking through this for maybe, like, 10 minutes, and I was like, oh shoot, they have iCuts. This is like $1, I think, or like maybe $2, so I got it. But you have to, like, dig through a lot of them. Like, you have places like Mandarake and, like, random stores like this. Just find some treasure. And then this is some iCuts figures. Good times. This was in this was a steak thing, or maybe it was pork, I don't know. It was at the top floor of Yokohama, Yodobashi Camera, which is a pretty well-known department store. They have, like, basically everything. Yodobashi Camera is, like, they sell electronics, they sell, like, there's food, there's A lot of good stuff. I didn't actually buy anything there. They have like arcade games. Actually, they have like a few iCuts cabinets in there also. So this was the arcade in Ikebukuro. I just took a picture of like a bunch of salarymen playing the Love Live arcade game, which was popular at the time. I think there were some lines for it. This was Mr. Donut. Just pretty good donut. Oh, this was in Harajuku. They had these posters about having your password be safe. So this is like, omae jibun no password o motto taisetsu ni shiro yo. There's this guy telling her to make sure to have a good password to keep it safe. I just thought it was kind of funny. I don't know what they were advertising. Just like telling you to have a good password. This was also in Harajuku. This like huge street. It's kind of weird seeing this many people that close together. It's like kind of scary. But back then it was good. Look, it's Wolfgang Puck. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, this is the main street in Harajuku that I guess everyone knows. It's like, yeah, there's this one guy staring at the camera. The before times. This was the iCut Style store in Harajuku. Back at the time it was actually in Harajuku, but eventually there was one also in Tokyo Station, but I don't think I went to that one at the time. And I think I bought a keychain here. So they have the iCut Style store, which is mostly like clothing and like fashion accessories, but it's for like little girls. But they also have the main iCut store, which is more like all their merch. I think I went there later, or actually maybe on the next trip. We got Indian curry at this place. Did I buy the clothes? No, I didn't buy the clothes. It's pretty good. The naan was like huge. In the US, I'm not actually used to having like naan that's this big. But one thing I wasn't used to was that the curry here is actually kind of sweet. It's like they ask you if you want it spicy or like, and if you say you don't want it spicy, it's actually kind of sweet. Like, it's kind of weird to me. I wasn't expecting that, but now every time I go to an Indian curry place in Japan, I get like a little bit of spice. Just I'm not used to the sweetness. And this thing was also pretty good. It's like a milk yogurt kind of drink. This was the Prism Stone, which is the Prepara store, also in Harajuku. And it was a bit hard to find, but eventually we found it. This was the inside of it. This is my character that I made in Prepara. That's Prepara Wolfie. Oh yeah, Lassie, I think that's what it was called. And this was the Tomo ticket stand, where like, so the thing about Prepara arcade game is like when you play it, every time you play, it prints out like a little card, and it has like a detachable thing that with a QR code on it. So if you can see this like really blurry picture, you see like some QR codes here. The way you play it is like you scan the QR code and then you have your character that shows up on screen. But you could also scan your friends' QR codes and you could like form a unit with them and play like multiplayer. Well, single player, but the characters show up. So yeah, a lot of people just left their stuff here for people to take. And then this was the iCut's the main store. It had a little like pachinko thing, and then a bunch of iCut's goods you could buy. You had to actually like, if you wanted these, you had to actually like win them. You like drop a ball in here, and then it goes into one of the slots, and you get one of them. But I didn't actually play it. I think I just bought some iCut's cards. And this was Tokyo Tower, I think. No, this was this Tokyo Tower? Shoot. No, this was the Skytree. Tokyo Skytree. Pretty big. I didn't actually go up. It cost like $20 to go up, and I was just like, I'm not paying $20 for this. This was if you guys remember Pen Pineapple Apple Pen. They had the Pen Pineapple Apple Pen Cafe at the Tokyo Skytree. Here's Pico Taro. This was 2017 at this point, I think. Do they have different prices for going up the Skytree? Yeah, I did not try, but anyway, yeah, they were playing the Pen Pineapple Apple Pen song all the time in there. If you like go into the store, if you're an employee who works at this store, you hear the Pen Pineapple Apple Pen song all the time, and probably drives you insane. But we just visited for a short while. Here's some stuff they had. I don't know what this was, but you get coasters and get a pineapple drink. And then there was a... I don't remember what this was. It's like a... Might have been like a cinnamon stick. Or like a... something. There was an apple. I think that's an apple. This looks like an apple. But yeah, it was one of those like limited time things. So like, Japan has a lot of limited time like promotional cafes like that where it'll only show up for like a month or two. Do they have pineapple pizza? I don't think so. Pizza's not that common in Japan. Actually, it's very expensive to get pizza. Oh, was it a chocolate pen? I don't know. Maybe. Apple pen? Is this apple pen? I mean, there's like, this looks like an apple slice, and maybe that was a pen. That's an apple pen. Anyway, yeah, also in Japan, they have women-only cars for trains. Just to prevent, like, molesters. But they have cars that are women-only, and if you go into them accidentally, people look at you weird because you're not supposed to be there. Sometimes, like, you're rushing down the train to make, like, rushing down the stairs to make the train, and then your stair happens to be in front of the women-only car, and then you're like, the door's about to close, and you go in, and everyone's looking at you. But anyway, then you just like, you know, walk away in shame to the next car because you accidentally went into the women car. I think this was Matsuya. Pretty common, like, beef bowl place. We went there a lot. This is the negi with egg and some miso soup, and you get an additional egg. This was like $5, which is like really good. You would mix the egg. Yeah, it looks really good, right? I miss going to this place. The thing about like eggs in Japan are also that you can eat them raw, which is not something you can do in the US. With the way the eggs are in Japan, they're like a lot safer to eat. And then this one, I think this one was a soba place. Like, why? This was a place for like chili oil soba, I think, but I didn't actually order the chili oil soba, which is what the place is known for. I have a way, like, kind of have a tendency to like go to places that are known for something and to just not order the thing that they're known for. This is a curry soba, I think. So actually, this was a lot of food. I don't think I actually finished it. Yeah, why put the chili oil in the soba? There was like a period at the end of it, right? Why put the chili oil in the soba, period? Dot. Also, the weird thing about Japan, like, is that this was a large portion, but it costs the same as the small and medium portion. Which I always thought was weird. Like, you pay the same amount for this huge amount of food. But, like, I don't know. It's like you go there and you think, oh, why would I pay, you know, more money for less? I'll just get the largest option. And then I did, and then you're like, I can't finish this. So maybe that's why. And oh yeah, the thing about Japan also, they don't have takeout in a lot of places, so if you can't finish your food, they don't have stuff that lets you take it home. So you kind of just have to leave it there, which I guess is why people don't order the largest thing necessarily. I mean, you can barely see the soba here. It's like buried in this mountain of stuff. Portion sizes are actually they were surprisingly like decent. I assumed that like going to Japan, I always thought like being an American and being used to like large portion sizes, that I thought maybe like the portions in Japan would be too small for me, but actually they were like pretty good. Some of them were actually like even too much, like especially this place and the curry place that I went to. There was like way too much food, and I actually didn't finish a lot of it. Like I got the large portion thinking it was like, you know, regular American size, but it was actually very large. Alright, so this is Comiket, of course, like everyone who likes anime, fan goods goes to Comiket. This was my first time going there, and I don't know, I didn't really buy anything. I mostly just went to meet some of the iCuts artists that I've been following on Twitter for a long time, and that they knew me, and we just finally got to meet them. This was one of the artists the first artist that I met at Comiket. She actually wasn't tabling there, she just went there to meet me. She wasn't even gonna go to Comiket, but I was like, I'm in Japan, and she's like, wait, I want to meet you. So I went to Comiket, and then I just sat at one of the tables that wasn't occupied and just waited, and she drew this for me. This was a Usuta. I think she eventually went on to do like some official Love Live art / illustrations for the more recent Love Live series. But this was like a while ago, 2016. This is yes, this was my Akari that she drew. This was what I drew for her. I didn't have nice paper. I could have probably like ripped out a sheet from this sketchbook, but I didn't. I just had like printer paper that I had with me, and then I just like, oh well, I have this printer paper if that's okay with you. In hindsight, I should have just given her some of this sketchbook paper, but I drew this for her. She was really happy, and gave her a magnet and stuff. Oh yeah, I have a story about this sketchbook too. I went to the store to buy this sketchbook while like in Japan, and the cashier asked me, like, I didn't really know that much Japanese at this time, and I was buying this sketchbook at checkout, and she was asking me something, like, I think it was like, do you want a bag for this or something? But I had no idea what she said, and I was just like, I had to say like, I'm sorry, I don't know Japanese. And then she spoke like fluent English. She like was just like, oh sorry, do you want a bag for this? Like in perfect English. I was like, oh no, that's fine. And I thought that was funny. It's just like, was not expecting that, because usually people in Japan don't speak that much English. Anyway, after that we went to all you can eat karaage place, and it was pretty good. But the thing about the place was that they had it was like smoking. So in Japan, a lot of places allow you to smoke indoors. And so the bad thing about this place was you had a bunch of people smoking, and your jacket would just smell like smoke the whole time. But I mean, the chicken was good. It was very good. And it was all you can eat. I have an issue with all you can eat places where like I feel like I eat too much at them and then I regret it the day after. Or even on the walk after. I also printed these things out. Actually, no, I printed these things out a while ago for karaoke when I was in the US. And I just brought them with me. I don't know why I took this picture. And this was a shabu shabu place. I think it was also all you can eat. Whatever this thing was, it was really good. I've been to Torihiki. I don't know what that is, maybe. Yeah, I don't like the indoor smoking, but this salad was also really good. You won't hear me say that often about salad, but I got like 2 orders of this thing. And here's a lot of good meat, a lot of good veggies. The eggs were good. And then, this was the first time I did karaoke in Japan. So at the karaoke places in the US, the ones that have Japanese songs, they don't usually have like a good selection of like all the songs that I want. So like this song, Wake Up My Music, is an iCuts song that I've been wanting to sing forever. It's like a very known iCuts song from the series. And then I finally got to sing it, so my dream was fulfilled. Let me drink some more water. Okay, this was also kind of weird. This was in the bathroom. There's like a Tekken game that I guess you play by like peeing. I don't know what exactly this is about. Let me see here. There's a guy peeing, and then there's things how you don't pee like this. Don't pee like this. I don't know what this is. The picture's not high enough resolution, but I guess you play. There's a game you play by peeing. I see this guy. He's just peeing. Anyway, I don't know what that was about. Oh, there's a closer up picture. Okay. I'm still not sure what this is. This is his hand. No, this is not the sink. This is the urinal. I don't know what that. Anyway, this was the iCut stuff I got. All of these were gifts, actually. Oh, don't get in the way of the center. Okay. So, got all this stuff given to me by iCut's fan artists. I got these like this cool Kit Kat with a custom sticker. These are iCut's tissues. I got a gift of Japanese miso with I don't know. I thought that was cool. Just Japanese miso. Oh, this Hidamari sketch thing. This was the artist who went on to do the manga Koisuru Asteroid, and which became an anime. But this was before she drew the manga. And she's also a huge iCuts fan. I met her at Comiket, and she gave me this stuff. And she was like, when I met her, she was like, "Wait, I thought you were a girl." And I was like, "No, I'm a guy." But yeah, good times. This art. This book was from the iCuts animation director, who I also met at Comiket. The first year I met. I also, when I was at Comiket, I would ask artists for like. One thing you could do at Comiket is you ask them to draw in your sketchbook. So what you do is you give them your sketchbook, request something, and then come back like a few minutes, not minutes, like hours later, and then just get the sketchbook back. Some of them just do like autographs and stuff like that. So the iCuts animation director was there, and I got her autograph in my sketchbook. This was a t-shirt I got. You might see a picture of it later. And then if you guys are familiar with Toho, this is Daioki, who drew a lot of iCuts fan art at this time. Miyadani Risa. No, this was shoot, what's her name? I know her Twitter handle, like Yasetai_yo. I just forget her actual name, but her husband also does mecha art. So anyway, yeah, good times. This was Mr. Waffle, I think. Some good waffle. This was Big Saw at Tokyo Big Sight. This is my friend's hand. Yeah, Mr. Waffle was so good. There's also another waffle place called like Mannequin or something, which is also good. And this was Katsu. Was this Gyukatsu or just Tonkatsu? I don't know. Thawcon. Thawcon. These Comiket. Yeah, this was good. I think this was on New Year's Day, or like I don't know, gyukatsu or tonkatsu. This was at a shrine around New Year's Day. New Year's Eve, actually. It's a lot of stuff. Wait, oh, this was when we went to Enoshima. This was so this was a boxed lunch, or a boxed katsu sendo at a station. We took this is called the romance car over to Enoshima. Wait, I don't think I included a picture of, like, I guess I forgot to include a bunch of pictures of, like, the bridge, but this was if you guys know Konkole, this was Yudachi. My friend commissioned the sticker from me and I drew her. But her catchphrase, I think, is poi. And so here she is next to a poi. This is also Malasada's. Actually, funnily enough, the artist who drew Yudachi originally is also Pomu's artist, Ichiso Sensei. So there you go. That's connection right there. We went to Enoshima and we went to the Enoshima spa, which is really nice. This was the food there. This was a omu rice. You could see the ocean, the Enoshima, I don't know, the sea or the ocean, whatever. Enoshima spa is really good. I would recommend going there. If possible, whenever it opens. Poimu.
I'm Pomu.
Poimu. So Enoshima spa, you couldn't actually take pictures inside, of course, because it was a spa. And yeah, Spirits Snare Jamuko also went to Eno spa at some point. I don't think I was there at the time, but it was on like 2 years later or a year later. But you can't take pictures because it's a spa. But it's basically like they have a hot spring and they also have like a place where you have a bathing suit, and they have like all these cool, like, they have like a water show and they have like a jet pool and like a waterfall thing where you press it and the water falls on your head. It was good. This is a picture of the view from this is the view from the top floor cafe, I think, which is pretty nice. And then this was cheese, what's it called? Shoot, I forget what this thing was called, but it's really good, and you can buy it outside of Enoshima Spa. Like some sort of cheese potato croquet, I think. No, it wasn't a croquet. I don't know if it was a croquet. It was like cheese potato something, and it was good. I get it every time I go there, and I've only been there twice. No, I don't think it was Menchi. I forget what it was. But okay, this is back to Matsuya again, as usual. Love going there. This was when we went to Osaka, I think. This dude with his Naikatsu stuff. Yeah, Matsuya. This was good food. You got it. Look at that. It's so good. Man, I miss like going outside and getting food, but you can't do it anymore. Can't go to Japan because it's dangerous. This was a vending machine with like really discounted drinks that were about to expire. Like usually they'll be around 100 yen, but you get these that are like 50, and maybe a bit dangerous. You get like 40 yen, that's like 40 cents, or like 30 something cents. They also sell cigarettes in these some of these vending machines. But yeah, if you want to risk almost expired drink for 40 yen, you could go to these vending machines. Oh, this was a Maid Cafe. We went to a Maid Cafe. We weren't really allowed to take pictures of maids without permission, so you could take pictures of your drink, but you also had to get permission from them to take pictures of the table. I think also one thing is, in Japan, all the phones, they have it so that you can't disable the shutter sound. So all phones that were made in Japan, they all have shutter sound. It's pretty loud by default. and but if your phone is from outside, you don't have that sound. So I guess they still ask you to like ask the maids for permission. This Maid Cafe, this was more like it wasn't a traditional style Maid Cafe where like they do the moi moi queue and stuff. It was like they were just there. I don't know. It was not my idea to go here, but it was okay. I don't know. Oh, I just noticed this is Pokemon for some reason. It was kind of expensive. I don't know. I don't know if necessarily if I would recommend it, but I know Pomu did a Akihabara tour where she on Google Maps, if you watch the stream, where she showed you a bunch of different Maid Cafe places. But this was in Osaka, I think. This place was called D-Maid. Or E-Maid. E-Maid. Wait, I think I have a picture of it next. Nope, I don't have a picture of it. It was either D-Maid or E-Maid. This one says E-Maid. I think the sign said D-Maid. And this was outside a Taito Station arcade. And they just had these plushes that you touch. Please touch it. So they were touching it. This is our Airbnb. We had... So the couple that owned this Airbnb, they were really nice. They're like, I guess they lived here before and then they started like renting it out to people on Airbnb. And they had like a baby crib and like all this nice stuff. They purchased like new like toothbrushes and new cups for everyone. And they had like a guest book with a lot of nice notes from people who have stayed here in the past. So you had like kids who were on field trips and like, you know, people from different countries all writing stuff in the guest book. It was nice. And I had some like Godiva chocolates that I brought that my parents gave me to bring over. And then I gave it to them and the lady was like, oh, I really love Godiva chocolates. And so that was nice. Yeah, the kotatsu was nice. This was a nice place. The thing that kind of sucked was that you see these beds over here. They're like futons, but they're like very like hard, flat futons. Kind of uncomfortable, but I mean, I don't know. Other than that, it's pretty nice. Oh yeah, this is a better view. We had like 3 people in this room, and I think there was like some upstairs rooms. This is my bag. I should mention that all I had with me was this one carry-on bag, and this bag that I brought with me. So I didn't have to go through like what's it called, check-in. You can see I brought the Yokohama cup ramen thing with me, the big inflatable plastic thing. I had it with me the whole time. I think this one was when we took the day trip to shoot, what was it called? Takehara, which is the town that Tamoyura takes place in. So this was, we woke up at like maybe like 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. or something. It was me, Spirit Snare, and like 2 other people. But this was at one of the stations, and I thought this thing was pretty good. It was like a bacon cheese thing. And I think this was curry pan, kare pan, which is also very good. So anyone who has watched Tamoyura, you probably recognize this thing. This is the what you see right after you get out of the station says Okaeri Nasai, which is like welcome back. But unfortunately, this was on New Year's Day or like the day after New Year's or something, and everything was closed, which kind of sucked. It took like 3 hours to get here or something like that. It was like really far away. Takehara is the kind of the remote kind of town where trains run maybe like once an hour or like maybe even once every 2 hours, and so we waited a long time. Here's the like the guest tourist booth information area. This is a very faded sign. It was a very chill train ride. Like, it was also like really early in the morning. But yeah, this place was closed, so we couldn't get information booklets. And then this was a big Momoneko-sama statue. Since it was New Year's, they had all these like New Year's decorations, like this arrow thing and this Kagami Mochi. Oh, hey, it's Rune. Yeah, Rune was there. Also. So this is the town mascot Momoneko-sama. This was a... I don't know what this was omikuji, which is like the fortunes that you could get. And what you do is like you get the fortune and you like tie it around one of these things. And here's the Momoneko-sama who is like he's trapped inside because it was New Year's and everything was closed. And you could not free him because he was just trapped. And they had all these things too. These I forget what this thing's called, but it's kind of like a thing that tells you to cross the street safely. But they had a bunch of different of these. In a future trip, I also went to the school that K-On! Took place in. They had a bunch of these with the K-On! Characters. This is a tombstone place where you could buy custom tombstones if you want your if you want a tombstone of Doraemon brushing his teeth, you could get that at this place. If you want a Pikachu tombstone, you can go here, get buried with a Pikachu tombstone. I don't know. Maybe there's people who want it. Here's a nice picture. Here's a dog. Here's a cat. This was outside Okonomiyaki place, which was the only place that was open. This was New Year's, everything was closed, but there was like one Okonomiyaki place that was open that was also in Tamayura anime. Oh, look at the cat. This cat. This was the view from the shrine. Or the temple. I always forget if it's a shrine or temple. Here's the shrine or temple. What is the difference? I don't know. Shremple. And of course, it's Japan. You have to take off your shoes, which is weird to me because this was outside, but you had to take off your shoes. Shinto or Buddhism. But how can you tell? Like, if you look at this, can you tell whether it's a shrine or a temple? Shrimple. Look at the cat again. Oh, look at the cat. Oh, well, I guess I could look up shrines and temples. Okay, this was the Okonomiyaki place. The Hoboroyaki. So this was the drink I got. It was like, I think it was orange and there's like a ice cream on top of it. And this was pretty good. This was the shrimp, I think. You had shrimp and like cheese and egg. And it was very good. You have like the yakisoba on top of it. And here's them making it. And they had a lot. Since this was the only store that was open, I guess it was kind of crowded. There were a lot of people here. We had to wait quite a bit. But would recommend. And this is the Momoneko-sama on a bench. It's very dirty. It's probably been here for a long time. I took a picture with it. And this is the Tamayura... What was this? Cream cheese, like... manju. It was okay. Oh, and then we went to Rabbit Island. This was like a pretty cool part. Takehara is pretty close to Rabbit Island. You basically take a ferry like this. It's pretty big. You like see cars that drive into it and then they stay here and then the whole boat moves over. And so here's like a view. We're going to Rabbit Island. And like you see these gates, they go open and then the cars start driving through. And so this island had the most rabbits I've ever seen in my entire life. Maybe even in this one photo, there's probably more rabbits than I've seen in the US. They were like everywhere. There's like wild rabbits. But you could buy food to pay, like rabbit food pellet things. Look at all these rabbits. See rabbits up there. Rabbits over here. What are they scheming? They're like planning something. Rabbits. Got some more rabbits. Got more rabbits. Okay, this I guess we found a Rowlet plush at some point, and then took a picture of it to celebrate. I don't think I took a picture of the actual Pokemon Center that we got this from, but finally found a Rowlet at a Pokemon Center. And this was the Sonic. There's like a Sonic collab at Sweets Paradise, I think. They have a lot of these random collabs sometimes. This was the kind of disappointing Tails Carbonara. It was like, I don't know, just like slice of I don't know what it is, like Kraft Singles cheese with the tails on top of it, and then you got like this drink with like a paper sticker on top. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. It's just like, look at this tails. And anyway, there's like a, since it's Sweets Paradise, they're mostly known for like their sweets. I think when we went there, it was oh, this was Phosphatide. If anyone knows Phosphatide, the Tokyo Seven Sisters fans, you might recognize this shirt. But yeah, they're known for their sweets. But I think the time we went there, it was around when they were closing, so like most of the stuff maybe was a bit stale and they weren't really prepared. But I guess it was okay. I'm not really into sweets myself, so this wasn't a big thing for me. Here's some more stuff from the store. Restaurant, I guess. Oh yeah, you also get a random, they give you a random, like, coaster or something. It's kind of like gacha. You buy food and then they give you a random thing. Oh, this was the takoyaki. There was this place near the place where we're staying at in Osaka, and it was like really cheap takoyaki, which is like, it's like pretty good for the price. I forget how expensive this thing was. I feel like it was like this might have been like 500 yen, I don't know, or 700 yen. We would just like go there, and yeah, they were good and also extremely scalding. That's true. They were really hot. They were also like really like goopy. But would recommend. Oh, this was when we went to Nara. See all these deer? I think they cut off their antlers. So they don't fight each other. But yeah, this was after New Year, so all the deer were like extremely tired, I guess. You would like, normally you try to feed them and then they rush up to you, but on this day we kind of like, you would give them food and they would just not even bother to get up to eat it. Maybe they were overfed from all the tourists. Here's a deer being fed. This was not like a fence thing. There just happened to be a fence here and the deer was on the other side of it. Yeah, the deer always eat your map. I think I have a picture of it. I don't know these people, but I took a picture. They put senbei on top of the deer's head. It was just so tired. It didn't want to like eat it. You could like go right up to it, just put a senbei on its head, and it would be fine. I think I have a video of this later, but that'll come at the end. Oh yeah, these people that I don't know, they just like all surrounded this deer, and they started taking selfies with it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Look at this guy. He doesn't even know what a phone is. And then there's these pictures of different fighting moves that the deer can do. If you look at the neutral, the forward kick, we drew different hitboxes for them. Here's a bunch more deer. You can see they're all like lazing around. Just sitting in the field with their poop. Okay, here's the deer that ate a map. I don't know if they make the maps so that they're digestible, but it happens so often. Like I've been here twice, and every time I've seen a deer just eat someone's map. I mean, I would hope that the map is made of materials that the deer can actually eat, because it probably happens all the time, but... Oh, this was a Hashimaki, which is a... It's kind of like okonomiyaki on a stick, but it's only really known in the Kansai area of Japan. Like, there's people in Tokyo who have never heard of this Hashimaki, and you talk to them and it's like, I have no idea what that is. But I really like this. I went back here a second year afterwards, and the stall that sold this was sold out, or it was closed at the time. So I really wanted it, but I couldn't get it. Oh, this was popcorn chicken. Quote unquote popcorn chicken. It's like huge, but they call it popcorn chicken. Look at that. It's like, it's really good though. I don't remember what this thing was. Yeah, quote popcorn chicken. Time to drink some more water. Okay, this was a deer walking into the store. This probably also happens a lot. One thing about the deer here is that if you bow to them, they'll bow back, because I think they probably have been trained to do it by tourists who are giving them food. Oh, it's some sort of omelet egg wrap thing. Yeah, maybe. I think I have a video of this also, but this deer just like walked into the store, and then you see the lady, like, she's probably so used to this that she's just like, no, she like shoot it away. And then I guess since it was raining, this was the temple. Oh yeah, I think this was actually a temple. It's like a big temple you go inside. And since it was raining, they put this like rain hood on top of the statues. I think this is a Nara mascot. Look at this cute ladybug. Wow. I don't know what this was. This store had like a Internet Explorer like pig. I just thought this was funny. And this was a kushikatsu place in Osaka. Kushikatsu is like a fried stuff on a stick. It's like you have all these vegetables and like, I don't know what this thing was. I think these ones were fish balls. This was like tofu. And you have like chicken and shrimp. And then there's like this big vat of dipping sauce that you put it into. And the rule is like you only dip once because it's shared. This was, I forget what this was. This is some sort of pork thing. And it was really good. I forget what it was though. But if you know what this is, I would recommend getting whatever this thing was. And this was the boat to I think it was Miyajima. Took a lot of boats on this trip. This is like a pretty well-known like landmark. This is the one where like the tide will sometimes go up and then you see like this torii gate in the water. But this was low tide when we went there. There's also deer here. I think these ones are probably less aggressive. I don't see them eating maps and stuff. Yeah, this is the well-known landmark. You can walk up to it in low tide. There's another photo of it. And this was remember selfie sticks? Are those still around? But you could take a selfie with a deer. And then this is just another photo. It was really pretty. This is like a temple that you could pay money to walk into. Oh, this one is kind of interesting. There's this ice monaca, which is this sort of like a wafer thing that's shaped like a leaf. And this place had it so that it said Obama president likes green tea ice cream very much. I guess maybe Obama has been here and he likes it. Remember that other store that Obama, they really love Obama. This was I think I don't think Obama was even president at this time. But yeah, it was good though. I can see why Obama president might like it very much. This was a close-up picture of the ice monaca that Obama president likes. Oh, this was fried oyster. It was also really good. It was like very juicy. Like I bit into it and then the juice just started dripping down. This was some kind of egg thing. This might have been mayo. I thought it was okay. They put this like okonomiyaki sauce and everything. Yeah, source, just trust me, bro. Oh, this was when we went to Hiroshima, and there was this this building that was just full of shoot, what's it called? Okonomiyaki stalls. So this is like a 5-story building, and every restaurant in here was okonomiyaki themed. So you kind of have to like choose which one you want, and they're all kind of similar, but this is the one we went to. And they put like a lot of cabbage, a lot of like they put yakisoba on it. Yeah, this is okonomimura. That's pretty good. This is the one I got. We got a lot of negi, the green onions. I don't know how they stand out. Like they're all kind of doing the same thing. Oh, this is a map or the floor layout. So there's like, oh, there were 4 floors. Well, I guess 3 floors 2 through 4 were all okonomiyaki. Some of them had oysters, I think. Oh man, this was when we got Kobe beef. We went to Kobe. So we kind of split off. 3 of us went to... We had like a pretty big group at that time, and a bunch of them went to a yakiniku place, I think. And 3 of us were like, well, I don't know. If we're in Kobe, we might as well get like proper like Kobe beef style things. And so like I wasn't intending on spending a lot of money, like, and I was kind of like, I don't know, it's like $100 and it's kind of a lot. And I considered just ordering like the regular Hamburg steak. And then I was like, well, no, I came all the way here to Kobe. I probably will never come here ever again. So I finally got I paid a lot of money for this beef. And it was so good. It ruined beef for me forever because every beef I've had afterwards is just disappointing. And be like, I had Kobe beef and man, every other beef just sucks. But they had like these nice vegetables, and the chef was actually really funny. The owner and the chef spoke a bit of English, and they would ask us questions about like, oh, you're from America, blah blah blah. And we asked, usually in Japan you usually ask someone, people, if you can take photos, like if they're preparing food and stuff like that. And this guy was like, well, you can take photos, make sure to put our hashtag in it, and then just asked you if you were famous. And I think at this point, like, I didn't I wasn't quote unquote famous, but my friend was like, "Oh yeah, Wolfie's he's very famous," and I'm like, "What? No," but yeah, I did put the hashtag in my Instagram post. Yeah, you pay money to be disappointed in all your future beef. Did they have a family tree of the cow that you've eaten? I think they probably have like a certificate that shows where the cow came from and like what year it was born and like the name of the cow and like what they fed it. But I don't think I saw it. Here's a close-up of the beef. It was actually like it didn't seem like that much beef, but like it's extremely filling. Like it's very fat. Here's him cooking the beef. I mean, I don't like beef in general. Like, if I were to go to a place and they have beef, I probably would not get it. Not even because, like, I love Kobe beef, but just, like, I don't eat beef that much in general. Here's the cooked portion. Like, if you see this, like, it doesn't look like much beef, right? It looks like tiny amount. But this much was enough to, like, fill you a lot. They had the names of the, grandparents, what they've eaten, what music they were listening. Do they play, what kind of music do they play for the cows? Yeah, beef is usually pretty heavy. This was a place if you want to go to this place. Tor Road Steak, Aoyama. And then this was we went to shoot, what was this place called? It was like very far west. Shoot, I didn't forget what this place was called, but it was like a pretty remote place. And they had these train stations. Oh yeah, Fukuoka, yeah. This was the place with like the zombie shelter, right? The whatever. And so, oh yeah, if you go to Japan and you're like not from Japan, you can get this thing called the Rail Pass, which gives you like unlimited rides on the JR line for like a week or two. I think it was a week actually. And but you can't swipe in like regular people do. You have to like you have to show your Japan Rail Pass to the station attendant. And the thing is like here, this extremely remote town in Japan where they had no one attending the station, they kind of work on the honor system. So like there was no one at the station and you kind of just like were trusted to walk through, like to scan your card and all that. But since we all had the rail pass, we couldn't show it to anyone. So we kind of just like, there was a camera up here and we just like waved our rail pass at the camera to make sure that they didn't think we were like trying to go through for free. Yeah, this is a very rural, that's a weird word, rural countryside. This is a magnet, so I didn't like stick it on here, but I just took it for the picture. Very nice. Look at this. Here's the zombie shelter. It's not actually a zombie shelter, but people call it that because of what it looks like. I think my friend who was here, he brought like a drone and flew it around a bit. Here's a close-up of the quote-unquote zombie shelter. This was, if you guys have watched Sketchbook, the anime, like this was the town that it took place in. Wolfie leaving a trail of eye cuts of vandalism. Well, actually, it might have done something illegal. You're not allowed to, like in New York, you can put stickers on like signs and stuff like that, and no one cares. But apparently that's illegal in Japan, and I didn't know. But wait, I didn't do it. Okay, so this is I just took this picture because Maru-Q is like circle 9, and you know this, if you know Toho, this Chirono is circle 9. Nice picture. Fields. More pictures of the fields. I have a memory of the the vending machine at this train station. It sold like this orange juice that was extremely heavy with pulp. It was like basically all pulp, and like we got it. I was like, it's kind of like drinking an orange. It's pretty good though. A nice thing about some train stations in Japan are that you can... Some places they'll tell you like which train car goes to which staircase. So like if you're in a rush and you want to know where to stand so you can get to the exit faster, you'd be like, oh, I'll go on car number 2, and then when I get to, you know, this station, it'll be right in front of the train, right in front of the escalators. Yeah, there was an app called Everfilter, which like gave it a Makoto Shinkai thing. And then we just took pictures of like the sky and like it looked very nice. But yeah, anyway, I like this system that they have here. Oh man, this was the ramen at some random place in Fukuoka. I think this was probably the best ramen I've had. It wasn't even like a well-known place, I think. It was just like some random, like, 500 yen ramen place that a lot of construction workers went to. Like a bunch of us, we would just walk in here, like, we didn't notice there was a vending machine outside. Basically, in a lot of places, what you do is you buy a ticket from the vending machine and then you go inside and you hand them the ticket and then they make what you want. In this place, we just walked in. We didn't see the vending machine outside, and we just like, you know, they were looking at us like, "Where's your ticket?" And we're just like, "Oh, I didn't know." So then they probably were just like, "Oh, they're just foreigners. We're gonna take their order." But this was oh, Ganso. Oh, it is famous. Okay, it didn't seem like a famous place, right? It's just like some random like out of the way location, but I guess if it's famous, that makes sense because it was really good. Probably the best ramen I've had. And it was so cheap. These meat toppings were like 100 yen or something. You can also buy an egg, I think, probably. But yeah, everyone there was like very casual. They looked like they've been going to this place for a while. And like after the trip, like I actually didn't know like there was different types of ramen, so like Fukuoka is known for a type of ramen called like Hakata ramen, and when I went back to New York, I was like, I need to find a restaurant that has Hakata ramen. Like the difference is that the noodles are like really thin and like al dente, I guess. And I learned after this trip that that's my favorite style of ramen. It's like enlightening for me. And this is just a random wolf statue thing somewhere. We went to a coffee shop for a while to rest, and there was a cheesecake and some coffee. You kind of had to buy food to stay in there and use their Wi-Fi. Oops. Did I? Okay, I accidentally rotated. And then we went to Dazaifu Station. This is just another place with a bunch of shrines or temples. Yeah, the cheesecake was pretty good. I think it was very filling. And here's I showed this on a previous stream, but this is like a really fancy Starbucks. It has all these like weird wooden things sticking out of it. It looks kind of dangerous. Probably like impale someone on this. Well, maybe not, I don't know. Here's a shrine or temple. Here's a cat. Oh, look at the cat. There's just another picture of the Zaifu. Here's a vending machine with Ichigo Ore. This character is named Ichigo, which is why I took this picture. And Ore is like me. She's Ichigo. I'm Ichigo. Here's a picture of... I forget what this location was. I'm Ichigo. I think wherever this place was, we tried walking around here looking for like food stands, and we could not find any. Like I think this place was known for having like yatai stalls. I think that's the name, right? Spirits in there probably knows better. But we kept trying to find it and we couldn't, and we got lost. And yatai, yep. We couldn't find it, so shame. This was the big Ichiran building. They had these performers, which actually, when I was here, I thought these were real performers. Apparently, these are robots. They're robotic performers. And they're playing music. Despite having been to Japan 3 times, I've actually never been to Ichiran. Ichiran is like a pretty well-known ramen chain that makes like apparently pretty good ramen, but I haven't been there in all my times. Yeah, they're robots. I looked it up. They are robots. I thought they were real people, but they're not. Here's some chicken. I don't know. I bought it. Oh yeah, the funny thing about this place was that there was I think the name of this like food court was called like Aji no Town, which means Flavor Town. And we were all like taking pictures of it because Guy Fieri's Flavor Town. Yeah, there is an Ichiran in New York. It's like in Brooklyn, I think, and it's like super expensive. And apparently the eggs aren't really done correctly. Like they're like well boiled or something. That's probably not the word. I don't know egg terms. But I saw a review of it and it didn't seem that good. Here's a sandwich I got. I don't know. Oh, here's a shirt I got. This was the shirt that I got from someone who gave it to me at Comiket. This is Saigusaki from My Cuts. This was back at the Osaka place and Okonomiyaki. I think this was probably like 300 yen or something. Maybe 500. I don't know. It was huge and it was pretty good. Yeah, we didn't go to Flavor Town. Here's a robot that takes your something. Takes your luggage. I think this was Kyoto Station. But in a lot of train stations they have places where they can take your luggage, and if you like want to travel around the place without carrying your big luggage with you, you just leave it here. You pay a small fee and they just take your luggage. Yeah, this was Kyoto Station. So we stopped here, but we didn't actually like exit the station. I think a bunch of us went to like there's like a Yamazaki brewing distillery thing, but I don't drink, so I didn't go. Hey, it's Phosphatite. You were in. This was the trip that you were on. So anyway, apparently the water at that distillery was really good. I didn't go though, but one of my friends and I were here and we were taking pictures because Sound Euphonium took place in Kyoto, and there were a few scenes that took place in this station, and we just like went around trying to find the different places. Like this staircase was also in the show. And here's the entrance / exit. It's huge. There's like 10 floors. And it's like really fancy looking. This is like a bridge. You could like walk across here. Or maybe that was above. I don't know. Oh, this was Tonkotsu Wako. It's a pretty good tonkotsu place. I have like a very distinct memory of of dropping my Ichigo sticker. Like this sticker that I've been carrying around everywhere. I dropped it by accident, I think like outside of this store, and I didn't know where I lost it. But the thing about Japan is like if you drop something on the floor, people will not touch it. Like they'll just leave it there for like maybe like until someone comes back and get it. Usually like in America, if you drop something, someone will like steal it or they'll take it or something. But I dropped it outside this store, and then I was panicking because, you know, I was taking a photo of taking a photo with Ichigo everywhere I went, and I was like, oh no, I've lost her. I'll probably never find her again. But then I finished it and I went outside and saw she was just out there like face down on the floor. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess no one, people were just like walking around it. So here I had my Akari sticker as backup. But this was really good. This was tonkotsu with cheese. You see the cheese here. It's so good. Wish I could have it again. Yeah, the cheese one is so good. Oh, this one. Okay, this photo. This was the last Airbnb we stayed at on this trip. It was in the equivalent of like Tokyo's Koreatown, and yeah, also tight nose. They apparently the Airbnb that we were staying at, the previous person who stayed at it like wrecked the place. They like punched holes in the wall and like they broke this door, and like you see the sign. This is like, attention, the door is broken. Please carefully when you open it. So we we couldn't really. We tried to like put the door back, but you just could not. So I don't know. It's kind of messed up. Also, you see how small this bathroom is? It's tiny. This was back at Kare wa Nomimono, the curry place in Akiba. I got this was the chicken curry, I think, which was not as good as the pork one. But here you could choose like all these different toppings. Like you could choose the egg, you could choose like the fried onions and potato salad. It was extremely good. Oh yeah, actually another thing about this place is like we moved out, like there was a checkout time and I guess we were all kind of late moving out, and like by the time we left, you could see a bunch of people like waiting outside. I think they were probably contracted to fix whatever damage was done here. But anyway, here's a Nozaki-kun Cafe, if you guys know this show. This was probably airing around that time. Gekkan Shoujo. Nozaki. Here's a Kinmo's taxi. Very blurry picture. Yeah, fried onions on curry is really good. Okay, here's the crime I committed. You guys, you see this right here? I put that there. Because I saw there's just like, there's all these stickers on here. It's just like, you know, maybe it's fine to just put another sticker on it. But I don't think it is. I think I committed a crime. But you guys didn't see that? I did it like, and there were like 10 people online in front of me too. I just like walked up there and did it, and I just walked back online. They're probably like, what the heck? What is this guy doing? But anyway, this was the ramen place that we tried to go to on the first day. Actually, okay, so going back to this. I saw a picture of this place afterwards of someone who visited here. All these stickers are taken away. But yeah, Yoshimura was the ramen place we tried to go to on the first day, and it was when it was closed, and we finally got there. And it was really good. It was really good. I recommend trying it if you go there. This is not a very good photo, but I think this was like pork. Yeah, it kind of does look like New York and all the stickers. So one thing I noticed in in Osaka is that there's a lot more trash on the floor. Like if you go to Tokyo, you don't see trash really anywhere, but if you go to Osaka, they actually have trash cans outside. This is also another thing about Japan, is that they don't have trash cans in public. You usually have to go into like a 7-Eleven or convenience store to use their trash can. But places that do have trash cans outside, you probably will just see trash on the floor. This is my friend who I was with, and she drew Akari for me, and I drew her mascot. This was 2017. This was, I went to a sushi place. Yep, it's Mills. Rotating sushi place. This was like, I think my last day in Japan on this trip. And surprisingly, I didn't have sushi at all this trip until this point, so it was good. This was the only picture I took of it, but it was good. And then this was a crepe After I had the sushi, it was like pretty late at night, and I was just like, I feel like eating crepe. And so we found a crepe place, and it was raining really hard. And so we just like bought a crepe and started standing outside. The weird thing is like in Japan, they have like takeout menus, but like it's different from the menu that you stay in the store. So like the crepe that you buy as takeout is different from the in-store crepe. And like you can't order like the takeout crepe and like eat it inside. So it's kind of weird that we just like bought this crepe and like had to stand outside like under the awning while it was raining just to eat this. Crepe was good. Okay, so this was the Japanese miso I got. I couldn't bring it on the plane because I only had a carry-on luggage, and I guess this was technically a liquid. And so I gave it to my friend Mill, and she sent it to me later via airmail. And this was my last meal in Japan on this trip. I ordered the disappointing popcorn shrimp again with the disappointing dipping sauce. I also had this this is at Caesarea again, but this is pretty good. You had these like beef thing, this what is it, this bread, which is pretty good. It's like pucci focaccia or something. I liked it. This was like melon soda probably. Yeah, it came full circle. I just I had this as my first meal and my last meal. Okay, this was when I was on the plane, I guess. At this point, I was done with the trip. They had Your Name on the plane. I watched it twice. And then after the second time I watched it, I watched someone watch it. Like, you can see people in front of you watching movies on their screen. And I just watched it through their screen. I don't know. This was the food they had. It was okay. It was like curry chicken, some shrimp salad, and some sweets. This was the second meal, like before landing. I forget what this thing was. It's like a cheese omelet, I think. Some kind of egg thing with sausage. I think this was just regular bread, which I don't think I ate all of. And this was the Tamayura manju I got. It was okay. You got bookmarks. And this was the airmail that it got sent to me. This cup, which was not actually a cup, but it was the iCuts. Sorry, this was the miso. Oh, here's all the sketchbooks, sketches that I got at Comic Get. So I talked about this first one I got from First Person. This was the animation director of Aikatsu. First original Aikatsu. This was someone. I forget. I know their username, but I forget. This was Kuro. This was Daioki, which you might recognize from if you know Toho. Actually, yeah, I had this Chiruno keychain that I bought maybe like 10 years ago at this point, and like I showed it to him and he's like, "You still have that?" I was like, "Wow, I made that like in 2009," and no, he was happy to see it. I should mention all these people knew me from Aikatsu fan art. This is Shino Asa, who also used to do Toho fan art at some point. This was Hotan. This was Tank. This is Mizo 100%. He makes a lot of cool like Toho paper figures, and he gave me some acrylic stands, which is nice. This is Takeshi. I did get the miso though. I got it. I didn't actually eat it. I found out like I left it in my in the kitchen and then found it expired. This book is exactly this book is. There's so many famous people who signed this book. This is Kuroyagi. This is I don't know, his username 107EF. This is MS, who also does a lot of Aikatsu fan art. This is Kodusei, which I think now he does a lot of what is it called? Kemono Friends fan art nowadays, but he was very into Aikatsu at the time. This is Horuto. I don't know. Some people they don't draw, this is her signature. Just I don't know what this is exactly, but something. Oh, this is Kuro. Kuro, who I mentioned a while back, did the manga for Koisuru Asteroid, and this was before she actually started working on the manga. But she knew me we knew each other from Aikatsu fan art, and this is one who she was like, "I thought you were a girl." No, actually, I'm a guy. This is from Kemhoko-san. They tried writing English for me. This is Ike's works. This is Pomo. Oh, Pomo. It's Pomo, but it's not Pomo. It's not Pomu. It's Pomo. Pomo is also a programmer, and I gave him a bunch of Scala stickers. Scala programming language stickers that I had.
I'm
Pomo. This is Makai J, I think, on Twitter. It's pretty famous, I think. Maybe, I don't know. This is Chan Exco, who you might know from different, I don't know, a lot of different things. This is Jackal. Oh yeah, when I was at Comic Kit, I forgot to tell this one story where maybe that might have been the next time. I could tell it next time. But I had this after I was done meeting everyone at Comic Kit, I sort of just posted on Twitter like, "Hey, I'm at Comic Kit. Anyone who wants to meet me, I'm like under this sign. I'm holding a giant Saigusa key like printed out thing." And then a few people came up and actually were like, Can I get you to sign something? And I got them to draw in my sketchbook too, and this is one of them. And that was a sketchbook, you know. And these were the Kit Kats that I got as a gift. 2017 cuts. Okay, and then afterwards, wait, who's Chironu? Afterwards, this was in New York. I remember I was talking about how I really liked the Hakata ramen that I had, and I was like, I need to find a place in New York that has it. So immediately after I got back to New York, maybe like the week after, my friends and I were going out to karaoke. I was like, there's this Hakata ramen place that's kind of nearby, and then I made them go there, and it was good. And my friend got this one. This is kind of weird. It's like a potato whipped cream ramen, which is, I don't know exactly. It was like made of potatoes and they whipped it, and there's ramen underneath it. This was in New York. This is not something you probably would see in Japan. It's not whipped cream. It's just like potato that looks like whipped cream. Whipped potato. Apparently it was good. If you mix it with the broth, apparently it was good. I don't know. Okay, this was the animation director of iCuts. I took this screenshot. I was like, she was retweeting my like mundane tweets while I was in Japan. I was like, just talking about Yodobashi camera and all these like random like, oh, this place is amazing, and like, I don't know. I guess like people really like it when you like go to their country and post about how you like things. And I was just like, wow, the animation director of Aikatsu was retweeting my mundane tweets about my Japan trip. Yep. Okay, that's all. Oh, I have some videos. Hold on. So that's all the photos from the first trip, but I have a few videos. Let's see. Let's put in the media source. Let me see if I can find it. This one. Okay, this one. No? Oh god. This was at the Yokohama Ramen Museum. And there was like this shoot. Oops. I'm blocking it. And there's like this moving light on the train. There's like a mini train and it would like move around in this scene. And it would like project these cool shadow things on the screen. It was kind of cool. It was all like flashing lights making shadow stuff. Yeah, it looked like it was like animated. Like pretty impressive. The museum also had all these like optical illusions, which were cool to look at. I don't know how long this video is. I have like a few other videos. Let's see, this one. What is this video? This is the cup noodle. This is just what my the cup noodle thing that I had. And then this one. Oh, this is the one where people were like messing around with this deer. This guy just like, they put the senbei on the deer's head and then it just wouldn't do anything. It's like, they were so overfed. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. And then I have like 3 other videos. Another video of the deer.
Active one, he's like, oh yeah.
They were like super tired. You just feed them the senbei and they would just go to sleep.
Wait, I'm not who can frisbee? I only have that. Who can frisbee? Where? Frisbee to like that.
Good time. I came back here like another time, like 2 years after. He just threw that like a frisbee.
I'm like, look at it, but none of them are interested enough to get up.
Well, one of them
Kinda
is.
cringe.
It's already up. Yeah. The smaller one like leaned over and was like, oh, can I get that?
Wow.
That's what I was gonna say. You almost beat them.
This was at Nara. Okay, and then let's see this one. Oh, this is the one that I was talking about with the deer like walking into the store. See, she was just like, I don't know. I should have this video loop. They just like tap the deer and like, I don't know, people just pet the deer as they walk in. And then this lady just shows up and like tries to get it to leave. What's the deer doing though? Pet the deer. It's like, get out of there. You don't belong here. The deer are like surprisingly polite until they start eating your wrap. Okay, this one is one of the Kobe beef. Look at that beef. Ooh. And they put like pepper on it. Oh, the audio is probably clipping. I don't actually hear it. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, and then let's see, I think I have like 2 other videos from this. No, 1 other video. This one is this cool thing they had in Kyoto. Like the train gate, not gates, whatever this thing is. The barricade, it like lifted up. It was like, whoa, it's like a wrestling ring. Like they got the 3 different ropes. And that's all for this trip. So that took a whole like 2 hours for me to talk about one trip. So I might have like 1 stream for every one of my trips, I guess. I could I don't know. I don't want this to be a 6-hour stream. Yeah, if I start on the next one, it'll probably take me another 2 hours. But yeah, maybe next time I will do the second trip and then have another stream for the 3rd one. I feel like a lot of them are going to be kind of similar, but you would be fine with a 6-hour stream, but I probably wouldn't be. I'd be very tired. But yeah, good times. The cup noodles. My friend still has the cup noodles in her room. Yeah, my arms are tired from pointing for so long. I use my other arm now. Alright, I guess that's it. I don't know. Gonna have another stream some other time. I don't know if I want to do like the next stream would be like the second trip, or if I want to do another like gameplay stream in between. I also don't know what game I want to play. But I don't know, maybe I'll just do another stream whenever. But yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. The second trip was, yes, that was the cruise. That was when, the next stream that I do one of these things on is when this was after I made an Aikatsu, community. And then I met with a lot of Aikatsu fans, and we hung out a lot. We went on an Aikatsu cruise on a boat, and we had Aikatsu DJs. And, good times. And then that was when I got my most prized possession. Actually, I'll show it as a teaser for the next stream. I'm sorry, it's flashing. Hold on. Oh, you still got the disappointing whatever this thing was, the dipping sauce. Oh, let me see if I can find the image. Someday we'll be able to go back to Japan. But not anytime soon. Oh man, the second trip was also when I went to the Aikatsu concert. It's my first concert that I've been to. Let's see. Not this one. Man, I took a lot of photos. Disappointed. Yeah, that was the trip where we went to Fuji-Q Highland and we played Puyo Tetris on the train, and then some kids showed up and were watching us, and we almost missed our stop. Blah, sorry. That was an awkward throat clearing noise. Shoot. I'm trying to find this picture that I took. Oh, here it is. Okay. This one. This one right here. This is when I got this custom, one-of-a-kind drawn thing from the Aikatsu animation director. Look at that, it's for me. It's for me. She drew this for me. I didn't even ask for it. She just did it. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the stream. This is a spoiler for next stream. This is also when I lost a lot of weight. She didn't recognize me because I was like lost like 50 pounds. And I was like extremely underweight, but maybe that's a story for next time. Yeah, alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go drink a lot of water because I've been talking for 2 hours. Goodbye.